Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to the show. Sorry we got off to a little late start, but thanks for tuning in tonight. Right here to your, I guess, your stage picture, right? Say hello to yours truly, Marcos Leal in the house. How's it going?
How's it going, Tony? How's it going, everybody?
Hey, super to have you on the show again, man. I'm missing our bros, Joe and George, man. I wish they were going to be on the show with us tonight. I was looking forward to talking to them and Swim the Current. We're going to be talking about Swim the Current tonight. You guys got a new single that's going to be dropping Friday with a video. Man, we're going to get to that in just a minute. All right, I'm going to build up to that. But super to have you back on the show, Marcos, man. It's always a pleasure. You've got so much going on. I don't know where you found time to also do this one, Swim the Current.
I don't know either, but I will say this, just sparking out right now. I think George and Joe did not come on the show because I would have totally exposed them for being Cowboys closet fans. I know they're from New York. Maybe it was a time thing, but I'm slowly working on getting them in some cowboy boots, getting a nice Dak jersey on them. You might see them at Brewster Street here and there, fucking
Yeah.
at
Oh,
Rudy's
dude.
barbecue. But no, they're great dudes, man. I'm stoked to be in a band with them.
Man, that's super cool, man. I was doing some research and listened to, the previous singles that they put out over the past couple of years. And man, they've got a great fucking band going on, dude. They really fucking,
Yeah, man.
they got some banging tracks out there. And
The the
so
the beautiful part about it is, man, is they're such seasoned musicians. Since even when I walked in the door, I mean, they just kind of
yeah,
had a library of music that was just waiting to be written on, and just kind of right place, right time kind of deal.
that is fucking awesome, man. Yeah, I could tell the musicianship seeing the video that you guys put out for last year's We Are Not Like You. And
Yeah, we're not
dude,
the same. We're not
I'm
the
sorry,
same.
we are not the same. My bad.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
apologize for that. Dude, you got a great hook
No,
on that, dude. I like that. The
thank you,
chorus and all
man.
that.
I gotta give it up to Chris Reyes. He helps me with all of my feature stuff because that's kind of how this started. That was a feature. George had reached out to me, which I've known George through kind of Shattered Sun, through Johnny Z, through the Old Bridge
Wow.
crew, and I've had a history with him through there. He used to come out and support the Shattered Sun shows, and he just kind of hit me up randomly when I was doing features and was like, "Hey, I got a song, want to check it out." And I have to say, of all the features that I've done, like it was the first one that I heard, and I was like, "Oh man, I wrote it in like 15 minutes." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just quick, and I mean, as you know, Tony, anytime you fall into a position like that where it comes so easy, you're like, "Oh man, there's something special here." And
Absolutely.
so yeah, that's kind of how it got started, and I don't think necessarily that they were looking for a singer, nor was I looking for another band to sing in,
Yeah.
but it just kind of worked out that way, man, and I'm very
you know,
thankful for it.
I'm telling you, right? It's the magic of just, put yourself out there and George just keeping in touch and networking. And when the time is right, it's funny how the stars can kind of align and you can get hooked up with the right kind of people at the right time and it works out for everybody. And
Yeah,
obviously this is a proven fact right here, the way this thing came together. And
absolutely.
you
It
know,
was something with schedule, because I remember when we first started talking
okay.
about it, it was like, man, my schedule is really tight with El Nino, and he was just like, yo, dude, I'm gonna send you a bunch of tracks. Yo, you pick the ones you like, you write on the ones. There was like no pressure, you know what I mean? And I've kind of never
Awesome.
felt that in a situation musically that I've been in. So it was like, cool, I'll write to him when I want to. And then I started doing that, and I was like, holy shit, man, these songs are really good, and I'm coming up with some really good stuff. And like I said, I don't think either side expected it to turn into what it is now, to where we signed a deal with the label group, and which is a subdivision of Virgin, and now we're doing a full on record, man. So it's it avalanched pretty quick.
Man, it sure has, dude. And you know what? I can see where the label group see here's the talent, man, because the way just a little sample I've heard of what So Low is like and what I've heard from the previous We're Not the Same, man, it's It's good stuff, man. Great production, great music. The band sounds fucking great, and vocally, it's some of your best work, man. It really sounds
Thank
awesome.
you.
You're really bringing your A game to this project as well.
Thank you. And like I said, it's one of those things where like, man, I'm not even necessarily like, obviously I try to bring my A game to everything that I do, but again, I have to speak to you as like a vocalist. Like when it clicks like this, like it's just, man, it's one of those rare moments. Like the first time I got in the room with El Nino, it clicked. You know, the first
Yeah.
time Shattered Sun got it together, it clicked. Like anything that clicks like that usually has the potential to be something pretty life changing.
Absolutely, man. You felt it before, and you felt it again when this happened. And that
Absolutely.
kind of real quick. I want us to give a shout out. We got Swim in the Current. We got George in the house giving you a shout out right there, Marcus. And
Georgie.
yes, hell
He's
yeah,
he's
George. It's not
he's
too late if you want to jump in. Just hit that link and just join in, man. Marcus, excuse me, Daniel's producing right now, so jump in. He'll put you in there, and we can make it happen. All right, it's never too late.
he
But
doesn't want
get
people
it,
to know that he's in his Cowboys gear right now.
It was actually
yeah,
Greg.
right.
It's
What you
Greg.
got, Daniel?
Greg made the comment.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
Just,
great.
just
Greg, Greg, Greg.
clarifying.
Greg, what's
Grego.
up, Greg?
Oh, okay. Guitar. Oh, that's your second guitar player besides Joe.
Yeah, great,
Okay,
great guy, man. Great musician.
man, you gotta excuse me a little bit, Marcus. I lost my glasses last time I was in here, and I still can't find them. So that's why some of my notes, and I'm seeing. Anyway,
Tony, we're getting old, man. We're
I'm
getting
telling
old,
you,
brother.
bro. Shit. But at least the vocals aren't given away yet, man. Just the
Yeah,
eyesight is one thing, but not the vocals. Hell yeah.
yeah, hell
Let
yeah.
me get back to the magic, dude, because I like how you brought up that moment when you get into the room with these guys, and even before that, when they were sending you the tracks, and you're like, man, this is some good stuff. And I know how good it feels when you don't have that pressure. When you don't have the pressure, everything just kind of it feels right because you're doing it at your time, and
Yeah,
it really some people work really well under pressure, and that brings out the best in them too. But I just
hmm
know the uh, the comfortability of not having
yeah,
that kind of heat when you got other things going on at
yeah,
yourself, man. You got twins in your hands, and
yeah,
and MJ's big, and so it's
yeah,
a lot to juggle. And so
yeah.
not having that pressure of a great project just waiting for you to put your thing on there really gives you the freedom to bring your best work. And when the time is right, oh man, it's
Absolutely.
so
Because it's something that I spoke on earlier is like when I was writing the songs with El Nino, it was a pressure of like, man, I gotta make it to where like the old fans really love me, but I also have to like kind of restore the name and restore the brand. So there's that pressure. With Shattered Sun, it was like, hey man, all the marbles are in. We've been working on this for a year. We have to land a record deal. When I was writing these songs, I had none of those pressures in my head. It was just kind of like, hey man, I'm gonna write a badass song right now, and this one's gonna
yeah,
be about something and something and something. And there was no thought in my head of like, hey man, we're gonna try and go get a deal. And lo and behold, we got one, and it was just very organic, man. It was very, very organic.
very awesome, man. Well, let me take it back. Give me a little bit of history on Swim in the Current. Who were the first members to get together and start
I believe it
rocking?
was George. I believe it was George and Joe. I know they've been together for quite a little bit because they've put out some releases from before I was in the band. And I'm just speaking to what Joe has told me. I think they've kind of never really found the right path with the vocals, and so they just kind of kept writing and kept writing songs. I think they only have a couple of releases before we did We're Not the Same. But once we put that one out, that feature, I saw the response from it, and I was like, whoa, like everybody kind of got along with it. And something that was, I think, no one really had a path on. You know what I mean? The old members, me, myself. I think once we saw kind of the traction that song got, was like, oh, okay, this could be real. Like, so let's
Yeah,
go down the road. So it's still a fairly new project. I know I'm probably leaving some things out. I know Joe and George would probably speak to that a little bit more, but just for my time in the band, it's been special.
Killer. And so Greg is the other guitar player,
Correct,
and
Greg.
I believe
Chris
it,
Moore plays
Chris
drums.
Moore. Killer.
Yeah.
All right.
And you know what? All of these guys too, man, they all play in other professional acts. They all have other professional accolades, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
within the music industry. So they're all seasoned vets and seasoned pros. So like the first time I was really in a room with everybody, I was a little awkward because I was like, oh, well, I'm the Texas guy going in a room full of a bunch of New Yorkers. But then I remembered, well, I've kind of already done that before with El Nino. So
Yeah.
I was,
Right.
I just, I was just myself, man, and we just clicked and we made a beautiful piece of art in this track Solo and this video. I'm so excited for people to see it, man.
Oh, it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. So that's
Yeah,
coming out on Friday. Shout out. We
correct.
got another person joining us in there, Will Mills. You probably remember Will. He was doing some
Willie,
vocals
I
back
do
in the
remember
day.
Will.
That's
Hell
right.
yeah, we've
Thanks for
crushed quite
joining
a
in,
few
Will.
brews together.
Yeah, I know it,
Yeah.
man. Man, Marcus, it's so easy to find you in the crowd all the time whenever you're doing a show. You're the easiest
Yeah.
guy to have a beer with and take pics, and you're always so
I love it,
personable.
man. I
So
love
cool,
it. I
man.
love it. Yeah.
Man, I tell you, and everybody loves you, and but especially, man, you when you really fucking throw down live, man. I love the presence on stage. So,
Oh,
you
thank you,
know,
brother.
with the distance that there is between you and the guys in Jersey, is there maybe a chance for a live show going down either in Texas
Absolutely.
or Jersey?
Absolutely. I think
Yeah,
George is working some back channel things to because that's the thing I think we've kind of all established, especially like with House Solo. You know, again, we all didn't have plans to do this. So
yeah,
like to see how Solo has kind of come together and like the reactions we've gotten from like family and people that we've shown uh we were like, okay, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna go to the best guy that makes videos right now. We're gonna make a video with him. We're gonna do everything that we can to make sure that this track is the one that really sets us on the path to inevitably where we want to go, which is releasing a record and probably
yeah.
getting some radio play and doing some touring, man.
I believe it, man. It's
Yeah.
and thinking about that, I've had a chance to check out Cole's version of Solo several times already, and get into the lyrics, and I like the lyrics behind it, man. I like there's a
Yeah.
little sarcasm in there,
Yeah.
and
It related so much to me because okay, well, first of all, I think anybody that knows me or has ever hung out with me, you know this, Tony. Fucking, I know Daniel does because I've burned his ears off. Anybody that knows me knows I love country music. It's
yeah,
what I listen to on a daily basis. I jam it before shows. Yo, that's the
yeah,
quickest way to clear out an El Nino tour bus, dog, is put on some fucking country music. so
hell
uh
yeah,
I've always had a love for it. When this song came out, it came out at a really, really like dark time in my life, with my father being sick. So that record that song was on, that Solo was on with Koe, not only him being one of my favorite artists, but it was kind of the soundtrack to my dad's kind of deterioration and
oh
eventually passing
yeah,
away. And so there's kind of a cool story behind it. After my dad had passed, I kind of just went into blind rage mode, you know what I mean? And so I grabbed a bottle and I grabbed a bunch of pills and I went and I jumped in my truck and I was dead set on having a bender, which I did for a few days. And when I turned on the truck, that song came on. And
shit, all
that
right.
I sat there and I listened to it, and I
It's a
don't want to
heavy
say it
song.
pushed. It is, but like you said, the sarcasm, like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean, in it. That reflected everything that I felt. It was just like, how the fuck did this happen? Like
right.
to my
Yeah,
dad, to my family, like, you know what I mean. It just reflected so much of me. So I went on a nice bender after that, and that album just kind of helped me through a lot of those times, dude. So
yeah.
a big part of my heart, I feel is kind of indebted to Koe Wetzel because it was such a big piece of my life. You know what I mean?
Right. Is that first line? Is it I'm so low. I'm so fucking low. I feel
I'm so low. It's fucking awesome.
it's
And
fucking awesome. You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
just so
and
contradicting. You know what I mean?
yeah, and
It's so
that's what I love
strong
about it. And that's
and
exactly how I felt. It was like I'm so low, but at the end of the day, you kind of like sit back and you kind of laugh about it, like how the fuck did like it wind up here? You know what I
right.
mean? And I still very much feel like that. I know anybody that's ever
Yeah.
lost a parent or lost a loved one. I know grief hits in
No.
so many different ways, man.
Yeah.
So I know there's a lot of relatability to that sarcasm that you're speaking of.
Absolutely, man. So that's the why you picked that song. That right there.
Yeah,
That's
but it wasn't just
huge.
me. So
Okay.
when I first threw this idea out, and mind you, I'm gonna say this again. I pitched covering a country song to a room full of New Yorkers that don't listen to country. So
They're
you
like,
know what I
what?
mean. But
Yeah.
yeah, but thank God that George was open minded enough to be like, all right, well, you know what? Let me listen to some songs. So I sent him everything
Yeah.
from George Strait to Garth Brooks to Brooks and Dunn to Jason
Wow.
Aldean. Yeah,
Yeah.
I turned him into a country fan for a week, man. And so I
Uh-huh.
just kind of was like, hey, you guys pick something that you guys relate to, and then we'll make it work. So a
Yeah.
couple days later, he came with that song solo, and he was just like, this is the one. And I almost did a fucking backflip, dude, because I was like,
Oh
deep down,
shit.
that was the one I wanted the most. You know what I mean?
Wow, man.
So
That's
within
far
that
out.
week, bro, he was sending me a track,
Yeah.
and a week later, I was recording vocals to it.
Ooh, that quick.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was very fast.
I
It was
can't
very
wait till
fast.
we get to the sneak peek, man. But
Yeah,
real quick,
absolutely.
I'm gonna back it up just a hair because I want to give some shout outs to the back catalog on Swim the Current, because you guys need to definitely check out Swim the Current on your Spotify or whatever music platform you got. They put one out a couple of years ago that was called Cognitive Dissonance, man. That was back in
Yeah,
2021. Fucking banging track. Who was the
yeah,
vocalist
man.
on that track?
Oh man, the name is slipping me right now. I want to say it's Dan Caputo, I believe.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
I know who he is. I believe he sings for a band called Negative Sky. Um,
Wow. Okay. You say
yeah.
Caputo, and that
Mm.
reminds me of the guy from Life of Agony, was it Keith Caputo?
Oh
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. So shout out to Keith right there. But um, then let's take it back to 2022. They put out Fatum. I hope I pronounced this right. Siam, and it's also talking about knowing your destiny. That one went
Yeah.
off hard too, dude. So you think it
Yeah.
was the same vocalist?
I'm not sure because I don't think that they've ever had
A steady guy?
a repeating vocalist.
Okay.
I think this is going to be the first time that happens.
Oh, okay. Well, he's
Yeah.
got a lot of bang to it too, man. That's why I
Oh
wasn't
yeah.
100% sure, but it seemed like he's just a little bit more on the wild side, a little bit more freestyling in a way when he's
Yeah.
throwing down. But definitely a great fucking track. And then we get to your
Absolutely.
track you put out last year with the guys, and it just seems like production, everything, man, just went up another level with these guys.
Yeah.
And it's really
I have to throw a shout out to uh Chris Reyes again. He definitely helps me with all of my vocal stuff. And then with this track, Solo, not only did Chris Reyes record the vocals, but Chris Sadafine, who does all of my stuff for El Nino, jumped in and mixed it. And then my buddy David Kaplinger, who mixed the last Shattered Sun record. You know, he's in play to mix the new El Nino record. He's mixed a lot of country stuff, and he came in to do the mix on it. So I felt like, and you know, Daniel came out to shoot, you know, behind the scenes stuff, and we got Tom Flynn to shoot the video. So it felt like it was like we got a fucking A team here. You know what I
yeah,
mean, to push this track. And
yes.
man, I'm so excited for it, man.
Ooh, hell yeah, hell yeah. Well, you got an A team working for you, man. It's awesome.
Mhm.
Great team of guys, band wise, good support system. So I expect big things out of Swim the Current, man. It's only going to get bigger and better now with you guys being on the label group and have an album to start getting ready for.
Oh
Ooh,
yeah, See,
That'd be
here's the
great.
cool thing, man, is we've already recorded a couple tracks. I think we're going to record another couple tracks with Sahaj from the guy or from the band Ra, who's a
Right.
incredible producer. Yeah, he's worked with fucking Motley Crue, he's worked with Living Color, he's worked with fucking everybody.
Shit. Man,
Yeah, so we're gonna go cut some vocals with him here in a couple weeks, and I mean after that, I mean I think we got about 8, 9, maybe 10 tracks in the chamber, dude.
very, very cool. Hell yeah.
Mm.
Well, real quick, before we get to this little sneak peek, I'm going to give you a cue, Daniel. Go ahead and get that ready for us. I'm going to shout out to a few people that are joining us in the chat room tonight. We got Eddie Salinas from our guys at Zombie King. He's hanging with
Eddie,
us tonight. Fuck yeah. Eddie, respect.
much respect.
We got Greg filling me in. It was definitely two different vocalists. On the second one, it was Jay Messina from the band Dragpipe. And on the first one, if I'm seeing this right, Shaka Malik. Very cool. Thank you, Greg. I appreciate that.
Thank
Hell
you,
yeah.
Greggy.
Jason, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you guys tuning in the chat room. Any questions for Marcus or about Swim the Current? Shoot him in there, all right? We'll bring him on. In the meantime, we got a sneak peek coming up of Swim the Currents doing Koe Wetzel solo, getting ready to hit you. As soon as Daniel's got it ready to hit the screen, we're going to get ready to take a nice little taste of this video getting ready to hit on Friday. Is it going to be banging on at like 12:01 a.m.? Like
No,
first thing Friday morning, or is it going to be around 9 or 10?
I think it's like 10 a.m. if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. And give me the website one more time. Brave Worlds?
Bravewords.com.
Bravewords.com.
Yeah,
All right.
Daniel will put that he'll put that down there in the group chat, man. But
Good.
you know, this is kind of our first attempt to really mix the country rock sound with the metal, sound, and
Yeah.
I kind of put it as like country mixed with Journey mixed with like new age metal. That's kind of the vibe that we're going for moving forward.
You're hitting it, man. You're hitting it. I dig it. And
Mm.
I like how you take chances, man. Just like you did the Selena song with El Nino, dude. You take chances, and that's how you always make things happen and keep pushing the envelope and creating just better opportunities and meeting up with some fantastic musicians. These guys, man, I can tell. Videos look awesome. I see the drum set that Chris is on, man. I love the big drum sets. I never get tired of that fucking. I love it. So
yeah, it's very Queensryche. I love it, man.
Yeah, dude. And you can tell Joe doing the fucking solos, man. He's such a shredder, dude. And
not only is he a phenomenal musician, dude is fucking handsome as fuck, and he's like saving the world type shit, bro. He's a scientist, and I shit you not,
wow.
dude. Yeah, he's an incredible human being, man, and I'm very thankful to be in the group with him. Chris is phenomenal drummer, man. George is a phenomenal songwriter. Greg, amazing guitar player. It's just crazy how it all kind of happened and worked together, man.
Yeah, that's why it's magic. It's definitely magic. I like Greg's hair, dude. I need some hair, dude. He's got it going on, man.
You should see him when we rock it out at Chili's, man. He loves that shit.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, let's see, Daniel, bring on that sneak peek. Let's check out the new clip of Solo. There we go, guys. Let's let it roll. Check it out. Give me some audio.
Daniel, we need the sound, doggy.
Give me some audio. It's coming. I know he's working it. It's looking good already. I like that.
I bet you anything Daniel's just dropping F-bombs right now.
Yeah, I know, right?
Son of a motherfucker. Yeah, but man, Tom Flynn, who shot this, is he's done videos for everybody, man. As I Lay, Run DMC, freaking everybody, you name it.
Yeah.
Yo,
don't worry about
Daniel,
it,
you there?
No, I know Daniel's gonna end up fixing it up. He's gonna probably have to do a rerun real quick.
Yeah, what happened? It's too loud or what?
No vocals. No music.
No music. Isn't that cute? How about we do it again? How about that?
All right. Let's roll it again. Check it out, guys.
Right.
Solo from Swim the Current.
Man, if this jacks up again, I want to be pissed.
I'm sure. Bring it. It's all good. We're ready.
That or we just dropped a whole new video right now.
Bam. Oh, shit. Real quick. Let's see. Turn it up.
Bean shit, Daniel, dude. Well, looks like you guys are just getting a visual one today.
Oh, now he's gonna get it up. I know he will. He definitely is gonna make this work. But you know what I've already been able to catch just a little taste of it. You know, on the clips that you've been able to share on posting online, man. Man, it's sounding good, dude. I love the way your vocals are coming in.
Yeah,
And
it's definitely some of the it's some of the best vocal work that I've done. But
yeah,
I think really because like, yo, I sang that song in the studio like I was singing it to my dad, dude. Like it was really emotional. Candles lit, you know what I mean? The whole
oh
vibe.
yeah,
And it was I think it comes across in the vocals. Like everybody that I've shown the song to
yeah.
has told me like, yo, this is the best you've ever sounded. So
I'm telling
I'm
you.
I'm excited for everybody to hear it, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh man. Okay, Daniel, don't be holding out. But I tell you what.
So it worked that time? Y'all could hear it?
No.
No,
For
it didn't
real?
work that time.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know what the deal is. Shit, I mean, I hear it. It's blowing up on my end. But
Oh shit.
yeah.
Maybe you gotta maybe you gotta unmute it.
That's what I looked for. I was looking for an unmute button, but there's not. I don't know. Well, unfortunately, maybe we'll have to clip it on later or something.
Yeah, how
Okay.
about we do this? How about we do
Okay.
this? How about we when this ends, the Tony Gomez show posts the clip to their page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people could go in and check
It
it
could be
out there.
pretty easy.
We'll make it work.
Okay.
All right, let me
Okay,
back
that's a
out.
good
Yeah, I
idea.
don't, technical difficulties always something. All right,
Dan, I appreciate it. So
y'all.
it's we always try our best here on the Tony Gomez show. Sometimes, you know, the music guys aren't ready to release it for us yet. They want to keep the
Yeah.
anticipation building up, Marcos.
That's
Shit.
what I was just thinking right now. I was like, man, you know who was very happy about that? Bravewords.com. They're just like, yeah. They're like, yo, this was planned, bro. This was planned.
Yeah, I'm
No, but
telling you.
I'll get you that clip, man. That way you can post it.
Please, definitely.
Mm.
And for everybody that's on the chat room right now, I need you guys to go to Swim the Current, like them on their Facebook page, and I want you to get the pre-save the
Pre-save.
solo that's coming out. So I need you to pre-save that. It's real easy. Go to your. It's going to give you easy instructions on how to do it. Just a couple clicks away, and you will be the first to be able to get a hold of that when you open up your music platform come Friday morning. Bam, it's going to be ready to hit. So, Marcos, bro, I don't want to keep you too long. Thanks a lot for coming over here and sharing your new project, Swim the World,
Thank you,
Swim the Current with us right here. And Solo is banging. You see it right there. It's out this Friday. Bravewords.com is going to be banging it. Thank you, Brave Words, for putting it out there. And Greg, Joe, George, Chris, love to meet you sooner than later. Let's get you back on the show so we can chit chat and talk about your background, your influences, what else you got in the works for 2024, and especially getting signed with the label group, the new album coming out. Let's get back together and talk some more Swim the Current. How does that sound?
Tony, man, I love you so much, man. Thank you for everything. Like I always tell you, bro, thank you for everything you do for the scene. Thank you for giving these young bands a chance to really come out here and speak, dude. You're a pillar of our community, man, of our metal community, and I truly love you, my man.
That means a lot, brother. Thank you so much. And I'm looking at your picture here that when you came, you were my first interviewee, man. And it was such an awesome 3-hour interview. You shared your life with me. I got my picture right here. It says, thanks for the years of support with you posing right there, Daniel's picture. It always keeps me inspired, brother. And, what you've done in this short amount of time of your career is so inspiring to so many of us here in the Coastal Bend. And we all want a piece of that magic, man, because we know it's out there, but we got to put the hard work in. So I want you guys that are in your bands, all in Corpus, Southeast, San Antonio, all over Texas, don't give up the grind. Keep fucking grinding, because Marcus is living proof. You can be around the world with Testament and Slayer, with your bros, man, having a great time. But don't give up the grind. You got to work it. Hell yeah. Marcus,
Thank you
thanks a
so
lot,
much,
brother.
Tony.
We're going to keep in touch. I'm going to put the solo on the Tony Gomez show so that way all our people can check it out. Please, everybody, keep up with the Tony Gomez show. I got some more interviews coming up. And make sure that you are giving a like to Swim the Current on their Facebook page. Look up their YouTube channel, Swim the Current. Subscribe to that. They got a lot more material coming out. They got an album in the works, thanks to Label Group. And like I said, let's get Swim the Current on here soon.
Thank you, brother. Love you, man. I'll see you soon, brother.
You got it, man. Love you. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you at the next show.